chances.
All right, top of the hour here, about 10 minutes. We'll get into Pizza-Palooza. Dave Burkett on the midday show, Dave Burkett in the paper, Dave Burkett causing all kinds of consternation. We're going to get into it top of the hour. Right now, it's on the board.
There's a lot of money to be had in a parlay.
Miami needs to win the game by more than 9. The last place a man could be a man.
I guarantee he did it from a position of you.
Hot on fire!
On the board, powered by FanDuel.
All right, so I've said this all week. I continue to say it. I'll throw out some ideas here, but we're not getting actionable until tomorrow's show when I give you a real game I'm going to bet. I had a nice weekend. I ain't wasting any money on midweek NBA when the tourney's around. So, kick you a couple ideas if you want them. I'll tell you this. The Celtics, we can't get on the right side of them when they're on our idea board. They were down by as many as 25 last night, and those rats still come back and cover the number against Milwaukee. So if you played it, you lost. It's a god-awful beat, and I'm so sorry. Nuggets crossed the bridge, 5-point move. They threw themselves off the bridge. They decided they didn't want to play, and they swam back to Denver. They lost by 70. This is why I'm skipping these games, guys. I'm telling you. But if you want to play, I give you 2 from the NBA tonight that I would at least look at in a normal scenario. They're both late night. These are the late night Rico delights. Kings at home, -2.5 against the Warriors. Steph Curry out. Kings playing better ball lately. Nice money differential as well. 40% of the bets making up 80% of the money per courtesy Action Network. Kings would be the play or pass there. And the other one, again, I don't love it. I'm just offering it to you. Sixers at the Lakers. Opened up -4.5. It's out to -6 flat at most books right now. You can get a 5.5 at certain books. Nice differential. Lakers no LeBron. Lakers no AD. Like to think the Sixers can get their act together and get healthy against the Laker team, but really, they just don't have 5 NBA players. Now, here's what I really want to talk about. Futures. Now, I don't do these for season totals. I'm not giving the sportsbook an interest-free loan for a year or 6 months. I don't do them for baseball. I don't do them for football. But the tournament is different because it's really now 2 weeks. Sweet 16, odds to win the title, odds to make the Final Four. I'd like to discuss this with you guys because there are a couple things I really like. I want to start with this. Gonzaga to win the title, +150. Look, I'm not telling you it's some amazing odds, but it's, hey, the fact that it's not minus, the fact that it's not even money, I still think you're getting a value on what we deem to be the best team in America and probably by 8 to 10 points. I feel like if they play Baylor, the spread would open Gonzaga -7.5 right now. +150 on Gonzaga to win it all. I don't think that's a terrible bet. It's one I'm actively considering.
You're having fun. I am having fun.
Thank you, Steve. Odds to make the Final Four. This is where it gets a little saucy. There's no value on Gonzaga, -295. There's no value on Baylor, -167. Here's where I think there is a touch of value. 2 ways. One is Alabama. Now look, they are going to have to get out of this weekend. I know Rico has doubts about the UCLA game. And then they play the winner of Michigan and Florida State. I think Alabama's better than both those teams. You're getting +180 for Alabama to just make the Final Four and get destroyed. Why is it relevant? Well, we do a show in Detroit. Everybody goes, oh, bro, how can you say that? You know what Michigan's odds are to make the Final Four? +180.
No!
It's the same as Alabama.
So you're flipping
Alabama.
Alabama.
Right. To me, I'll take the team that is not down Isaiah Livers and who's playing their best ball of the year versus a team who's down one of the 3 best players and not playing their best ball. I think our Alabama +175 is interesting for the Final Four. So those were a couple of future bets, fellas, and I gave you 2 in the NBA. If you have questions on odds of any other team to win it or Final Four, happy to give them to you. Discuss.
The Bear in Tullymore.
far as the games tonight, I was looking at that Sacramento -3 over the Warriors. Yeah, I don't know what stage the Warriors are in. Are they tanking?
I mean, Steph's
here?
out. Steph's
Right.
out. They're trying to trade Oubre. Look, they don't want to rebuild. When Steph is now out along with Clay, I just view this as I'm getting the team playing better ball at home. No back-to-back scenario. I don't love the Kings as favorites, but gee, I feel like that would be the right side there.
Yeah, and Mike, I guess I'm looking at the Zags to win it all, especially now that thanks to the trade that I made with David at +150. That seems to be smart money. I like your Alabama +180 just to make the Final Four.
David, go ahead, Rico. Do you have any other teams you want to know about for the Final Four? I'll throw the odds out for you and the people.
What about? Well, I'm sure Baylor's not that good either.
Baylor to win it, there's a ton of value. +350. They are the second choice on the board to win it all. To make the Final Four, again, -167.
Loyola Chicago.
To win it or to make the Final Four?
Make the Final Four.
+160. I don't love the value there. And I know they're good, but I don't have a confidence level in them where I want to have their odds below, +200, +250.
+1, so you got better odds on Michigan making it. Well, you make more money.
+180.
Michigan.
Yeah.
You make more money. You make more money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm good. David?
Yeah, I like the Kings over the Warriors. Like you said, the injuries that they're dealing with, I don't think the Warriors are mentally there, especially with the trade deadline today. Wiggins, does he get dealt? I don't think they're there mentally. But I do like Loyola, Chicago. That one we just discussed, +160. I was going to ask that question. Rico beat me to it, so I like that one versus the Bama.
Well, and again, here, for Michigan's region, for all the U of M fans listening, Bama +175 to 180, depending on the book. Michigan +175 to 180, depending on the book. Florida State +250. And UCLA bombs away +700. Do what you want with it. I mean, look, the fact that Michigan is even with Bama, I think that says a lot. I think Bama, I know Rico disagrees. He likes UCLA in the game.
No. No, I like Bama in that game. I think if Bama-Michigan plays, I'm taking Michigan.
Yeah. See, I think Michigan's got 2 tough games. Bama's got 1. But yeah, I'm considering Bama +175. I'm actually very close to just pushing the button on Gonzaga. I know +150 is not some get-rich-quick scheme, but the fact it's still positive odds for them to win it after really getting to see them play, boy, looks like there's only one team that can beat them. Looks like they would have to play poorly for it to happen. To get +150 on Gonzaga, I'd strongly, and I know it's not as sexy as it was a month ago, 2 weeks ago. Not what it's about. It's about right here, right now. Can you extract some value? Rico, do you still view it as a value? +150.
Absolutely. Oh, dude, absolutely. And you view that as value. Yeah. I thought it would be even money, or I thought it'd be minus something.
Yeah, I'm going to put Gonzaga +150 on a ticket. And NBA tonight, Kings, Sixers, that'd be where I would look if I were going to play it. But I'm on a sabbatical because we're about to drop the balls and gamble them off.
If only somebody was smart enough. Only somebody was smart enough to make that trade for you.
I don't like you anymore, and that's on the board.
The official sports book of 97 The Ticket.
So tourney time, all the games. Who the hell wants to bet just one of them? That's why you can have a good time. You bet a few parlays. Don't get out of control, though. Only put them in the mix of what you do. Bet the game straight if you want to try to make money. But then mix a parlay in. Get saucy. With FanDuel, they got a little insurance for you. You can get up to $25 site credit back if your parlay of 3 legs or more falls 1 leg short. So, 1 parlay per day, each day of the tournament, and you get a little insurance on that puppy. That's why FanDuel is America's #1 sports book. If you want to take advantage of promotions like that, or the $1,000 risk-free bet, or the $1 million giveaway, maybe a special parlay, hey, it's all there for you. FanDuel Sportsbook promo code ticket. That's FanDuel Sportsbook promo code ticket. You got to be 21 and up and in Michigan. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credits that expire in 7 days. Terms apply. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117.
Gordon Chevrolet is back, selling the hottest vehicles in town. Gordon Chevrolet. When you pick out the vehicle you would love to drive, you receive a worksheet with 18 different purchase and lease payments for you to choose from. And do this from the comfort of our outdoor showroom with covered patio seating. Pull ahead your lease and take advantage of 0% interest for up to 84 months or sign and drive lease programs. End of month deals are here. Open special hours this Saturday 9 to 3 at Gordon Chevrolet on Ford Road just west of Merriman and Garden City. Gordon Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Wearing a mask is more than protection. It's a bridge to better days. The path back to celebrations with family. Nights out on the town with friends. Game days with your favorite sports teams. And the thrill of live concerts. But until we can all get the COVID-19 vaccine and build community immunity, which will take time, we all need to continue to stay careful because Michigan's recovery is depending on you, and so are your family, friends, and neighbors. So even after you're vaccinated, wear a mask, avoid large gatherings, and social distance. One day in the near future, we will all be able to put this pandemic behind us. But until then, spread hope, not COVID. Learn more at michigan.gov/coronavirus. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm Jeff Lesson. We begin our 25th season of Lesson on Golf with a Masters preview. What's in Tiger Woods' future? And, of course, the best deals in golf at LessonOnGolf.com. That's Lesson on Golf, Sunday 8 a.m. right here at 97.1 The Ticket.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Radio.com Sports and presented by BetQL. Become a better sports bettor. Get smarter to beat the books. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. You could win the ticket signing bonus. $1,000 11 times each weekday. Powered by BetQL. Let BetQL's proven data and analytics help you become a better bettor. Download the BetQL app today. Listen for the keyword at 1/2 each hour between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Text that keyword to 72881 before the end of that hour. Message and data rates apply, and you could win a $1,000 signing bonus on 97.1 The Ticket. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A Radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Hamilton Chevrolet. The NBA trade deadline has hit. The Pistons made their move early this morning when they agreed to send DeLon Wright to the Kings for guard Corey Joseph and a couple of second-round picks. Also, the Magic making a splash, trading away 3 of their best players, Evan Fournier, Nikola Vucevic, and Aaron Gordon. Gordon going to the Nuggets, Vucevic to Chicago, and Fournier to Boston. Also, Rajon Rondo heading to L.A. for guard Lou Williams. Tigers single-game tickets going on sale this morning with Comerica Park set for a 20% capacity to begin the season. Seats will be grouped into pods with face masks required at the stadium. Coming up later tonight, the Tigers will face the Blue Jays on the road in spring training. Casey Mize set to get his 4th exhibition start. It'll be a 6:37 first pitch. Also, we learned that pitchers Tarek Skubal and Julio Teheran will make the opening day roster for the team. And the Red Wings will play in Nashville, their 2nd straight against the Predators after being shut out on Tuesday night. It's an 8 o'clock broadcast right here on 97.1 The Ticket, pregame at 7:45. For On the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Radio.com.
We're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. I like that, yeah! All right, and we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right, and on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing. I like the phrase uncontrolled chaos. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that.
do have a little Lions news today. Now listen, Dave Burkett decided he was going to be a little newsmaker. So he puts his mock draft out there, and he knows what he's doing. Dave's a smart guy. He's connected, plugged in. And then he does the aw shucks routine. He joined Doug and Scott earlier today. Well, fellas, no one really knows, and it's too early, and it's Boulder Dash. Because Dave did something in his mock draft that was salacious, and it was perfect for radio. At number 7, your Lions selected tight end, who people want to say he's not a tight end, so we're going to call him an offensive weapon, but not a wide receiver, but we swear he's not a tight end, Kyle Pitts, out of Florida. Now, why is that worthy of at least a discussion? For one, it makes Rico laugh. 2, because there has been a very quiet groundswell that no one has really been willing to tamp down. And, well, here's the other thing. Pitts is unquestionably one of the best players in this draft. Now, he's not a tight end like Hawkinson. He's not. You're not drafting Pitts. Look, when Hawkinson came out, and really a lot of people believe this, his best skill was run blocking. He's a very good receiver, but he was an elite run blocker. That was some of the stuff that drew the comparison to Gronk. I mean, Gronk's a Hall of Famer. He's a tremendous receiving weapon in a mismatch, but Gronk really made his career by just tombstoning people. That's not Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is closer to being DK Metcalf than he is Hawk. We've heard he could go as high as 5 to Cincinnati. Dave didn't put him there by accident. And when Dave explained it, it was, look, there's the quarterbacks and there's 2 of the wide receivers, right? Jamar Chase, maybe Devontae Smith, that are viewed as the elite prospects, right? So 2 receivers, 1 of the tackles in Penei Sewell, and a few of the quarterbacks. And then there's Pitts. There's basically 7 elite players, and you're picking at 7. And Dave's viewpoint was, you're not going to pass up one of the big 7, and you'll take Kyle Pitts. So, we need to have a conversation. About a month from now, it might be, in fact, a month from today. Are the Lions going to hand in a little card? And by definition, draft their 3rd tight end in the top 10 in, 7 years? I know that's not fair. I know that Pitts isn't a inline tight end, but he's also not a wide receiver. Like, he's not Devontae Smith. He's a big mismatch thing. He's really good. But you know how I feel. I'm not taking an offensive weapon at 7. But Kyle Pitts, are you mentally and emotionally prepared for the Lions to go where no franchise has gone before? A 3rd top 10 tight end in a decade, including a 2nd one in 3 years. 248-539-9797. And when Dave speaks, I listen. And I know Dave is not guaranteeing it, and a lot can change, and yada, yada, yada. Dave also isn't in the business of writing tomfoolery. He's not Skip Bayless.
So you think Dave moves the needle that much, though, Mike?
No, I think Dave is hearing some things. I think Dave knows what he's doing, and he plays it safe. That's the Burkett way. Dave's the guy who goes out and gives you 10 and 7. You don't take irresponsible shots. He finds his teammates for open looks. And occasionally he takes the shot and makes it. And you go, why don't you do that more? And he goes, that's not my game. Dave is not one of these, clickbaity people. So, Rico, I had to throw this out here. This is something that's not going away, Rico. It is not going away. Kyle Pitts to the Lions at 7. 248-539-9797. Discuss. No, it's not.
It reminds me of the initial meeting that I had with you when you said you're going to learn what these letters mean. R, F, R.
That's right. That is
Root for radio. I would love for that to happen simply because it's the one. It's kind of like when everybody told me, oh, no, Jared Goff is just a Band-Aid. He won't be here. Now all of a sudden things are changing. Oh, no. No way the Lions are going to take a third tight end. They took Ebron. They got Big Hawk. No, we don't need another weapon like this. As it gets closer and closer, I mean, he had this great pro day. Everybody is just fawning over him.
ran a 4.46.
If he's sitting there at pick 7 and you have nobody else to dance with, do you take him? Do you take a QB? Sounds like you don't need to take a QB based off the contract structuring of Goff. Now it's coming down to, what do you want, a wide receiver or do you want an offensive weapon?
I want to hear from the people. Because here's the scenario I could sell. I'm not saying that I'm doing it, but let me just sell this, Rico. Jared Goff either revitalizes his career and you have a franchise QB, or he doesn't and you draft one next year. Are we in agreement there?
Correct.
Okay. With that said, they restructured his deal. They're not taking a QB. So now, what is the best way for Jared Goff to have success? Well, let's look to his past. It's the ability to have a strong running game and the ability to play action pass on 30% of his dropbacks. That's what they had with the Rams. Now, if you have these two weapons, let's say you drafted Pitts and you have Hawkinson. Now, Hawkinson is far more an inline tight end than Pitts. Pitts is 6'6", 240. You're going to be lining him up in space, moving him around the formation, demanding coverage. You're not going to put a corner on him. He will eat them alive. You can't put a linebacker on him. These are problems defenses would have to handle because the other tight end on the field, you probably can't use a linebacker on him either. If you have these two weapons inside, right, and you run the ball and you play action pass and you begin to attack vertically down the middle of the field, you're setting the table that if Goff sucks, a young QB will walk into a situation that will be primed for him to succeed, where you walk in and you have these two massive targets, where the check down is okay, where they're sure-handed, where they can get you yards after the catch. You're one receiver away from opening the whole thing up. I am not advocating that they do it. I am simply selling you on what the thought process would be. When the Patriots were at their zenith, they had a killer of an inline tight end in Gronkowski, who also was a vertical threat over the middle of the field, with a more athletic wide receiver-esque tight end, who unfortunately turned into a serial killer, Aaron Hernandez. But it's what made them unstoppable. That would be what you're going after here. Now, again, they got Gronkowski in the second round and Hernandez in the fourth or fifth. The idea of doing this in the top 10 2 out of 3 years, it's patently absurd. It just is. But I understand people thinking. So I throw the number to you guys. I need to know what you're willing to do. 248-539-9797. Are you mentally prepared?
I don't think people are. I don't, because Hawkinson he's starting to warm up to people. But I still think, man, Eric Ebron has left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And
That's
this is
why
the
I
same
said
things you are hearing.
Mentally prepared.
I don't.
Are you mentally ready?
I don't see
And
it.
again, 6'6", 240. Is your viewpoint different if he was 228? I mean, look, what was Plaxico Burress at the height of his career? Plax was 6'6", 2 1/4. 230. No one viewed him as a tight end. Is 10 pounds the difference? No. That cost the Giants a second Super Bowl because he brought a gun to a strip club.
That was automated. It's just when you say that name, that happens.
You're such a jackass. That cost us back-to-back titles. 248-539-9797. Lion fans, are you a little scared to talk about this? I sense you're having an issue. Your phone lines are wide open if you want them.
No. Yeah, I can hear you right now. No. We got to trade out of that pick, man. We got to trade out of that pick. The caveat is you can't trade out of that pick.
Gotta stay. Gotta stay at 7. Gotta make a selection. So here's a question. Would you rather have the guy that's 6'6", 240 or the guy that's barely 6 feet and 175? Ask yourself as you're driving around on this gorgeous day, why am I so comfortable with Devontae Smith, who has the body type of a high schooler, but yet I'm not comfortable with a grown man, 6'6", 240, who has shown the ability to go deep, who has shown wide receiver speed, 4.46. We all have to ask that question of ourselves. Because if we came on the air and it was Devontae Smith, I don't think you guys would blink. But this is different. And I want to tell you
this. I'll give it to you.
Okay. Give it to us next. And I want to give you a quote from Dan Campbell that leads you in a direction that this team is actually considering this. I'll give you that next as well. 248-539-9797. So you can see the damage on the streets and what it does to your car, but maybe you don't see that with your roof. Guys, the fact is April's coming and Victor's Roofing is going to be slammed. Get someone to look at your roof. You know you might have a problem. Don't wait until it becomes worse. They're offering you a free, no obligation, 21-point roof inspection. What are you going to do? You going to get up on the roof? No, you're not. You wouldn't even know what the heck you're looking at. They go up there, they walk through the attic, they present you with a video report, and then a custom solution to get your problems fixed. But you got to get on their schedule now. Don't put it off anymore. Call the number, schedule the free 21-point video inspection today, 734-773-1100, or you can set your appointment conveniently at victorsroofing.com. That's victorsroofing.com.
Want to bet? Barstool Sportsbook at Greektown Casino Hotel is open, and the Barstool Sportsbook app is live. Greektown and Barstool are your ticket to all the action and real-time odds with 40 24-hour betting kiosks, a live walk-up window, and now the Barstool Sportsbook app. Placing your bets at the casino or at home has never been easier. Get in on all the action and earn My Choice rewards with every bet. It's all here at the Barstool Sportsbook at Greektown Casino Hotel and the Barstool Sportsbook app. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Get to Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ward for the Triple event. Lisa Dodge Challenger Scat Pack for just $355 per month. That's right, Lisa Dodge Challenger Scat Pack for only $355 per month. Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge has Metro Detroit's largest selection of Dodge, Challenger, and Charger Scat Packs. Hellcats and Hellcat Red Eyes in stock and ready to go. Lisa well-equipped 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 for just $189 per month. Come see why Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ram has Metro Detroit's best selection of Ram trucks. That's right, Lisa brand new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $189 per month. Lease the all-new 2021 Dodge Durango all-wheel drive for only $257 per month. Brand new Dodge Grand Caravans for only $21,485 while supplies last. Or purchase a brand new Dodge Journey just reduced to $17,939. 0% for up to 84 months available for Grand Caravan and Journeys. Worried about credit? Forget it. We approve almost everyone. Find your pot of gold at Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge on Van Dyke Avenue, just north of 696 in Warren, or VanDykeDodge.com.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, downsizing, or looking for an investment property, Hall Financial will put you in the best financial position possible. We'll get you pre-approved same day, giving you the confidence to take on the housing market and win. We're even going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. Visit davidhallmortgage.com and let us give you the 5-star service you deserve. That's davidhallmortgage.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
BetMGM welcomes hockey fans to the action with a special offer for new customers. Sign up today and receive $100 in free bets when you place a $1 moneyline wager on the Detroit Red Wings, regardless of your bet's outcome. Just simply use bonus code RICO100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Experience hockey and all your favorite sports like never before with the King of Sportsbooks innovative parlay selection builder, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and much more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code RICO100 to automatically receive $100 in free bets when you place a $1 or more wager on any Wings game. Hit the ice and wager with confidence at BetMGM, official partner of the NHL and Detroit Red Wings. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a train that just hit a car.
Sir, what is your location? Look around for a street sign, sir.
Yes, 8th and Orchard. 8th and Orchard.
Okay, very good. 8th and Orchard. Sir, help is on the way.
Why would you do that? The train still hasn't stopped. You have to get there now.
At a railway crossing, even if the engineer sees you and hits the brakes, it can take a mile for the train to stop. And for you, that's too late. Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
The Tigers home opener is only 7 days away on 97.1 The Ticket.
Look, this isn't necessarily what I would do. This is what I think the Lions would do. That's kind of what I do with my mock drafts. And you listen to what Dan Campbell has said about tight ends. You know what the evaluation is of Kyle Pitts as a prospect, and maybe how the Lions both would use him and want their offense to be. And I'll tell you what, it's tough to pass on a premium talent when you're picking that high, and I think Kyle Pitts is that.
Oh, there's Dave Burkett, man. He was working the main stage earlier.
I just say
Titillating
those all
the
shucks.
audience. Oh, it was the all shucks. It's not what I would do, but hey, read between the lines. Dave's plugged in. Bottom line, you emotionally and mentally ready for the Lions a month from today to take a tight end. You got to call it what it is, man. He ain't wide receiver. Nah, and he's not a tight end. He's not some blocking dummy either. But he's tight end. So let's do it. Now, Rico, you said you had something for us. I played for you the sound of Dan Campbell wanting big skill. Yeah, Mike, here's the thing. You mentioned this. When you look at the top tight ends in the league, they were not taken in the top 10. I know it's tempting. I know it's a sexy pick. But when you look at teams that win, and they got those offensive weapons in Kansas City, in San Francisco, they are getting it done. They didn't take a guy with a top 10 pick. I think a top 10 pick is a cornerstone piece to the team. You could sell me more that you took a left tackle, took a right tackle, you took a quarterback, you took a defensive lineman. Those are pieces that can help you win long term. A tight end is something that you need when you're near the final piece to the puzzle. You're nowhere close to that. So I would pass. I would not do this. If somebody's willing to do it, fine, you can have them. But if I'm the Lions, no, I'd rather take an offensive lineman before I take a tight end. And I'll say this. If I ran a team, Lord knows I'd probably be fired in 15 minutes. I've said this for years. If I'm picking in the top 10, and more specifically that top 6, the only things I'm taking are quarterback, O-line, or D-line. Nothing else. I don't want to hear about, this corner is unbelievable. Oh, yeah, it's Terrence Newman. It's Mo Claiborne. It's Okuda. No, we're good. Oh, but what about Saquon Barkley? What about him? Nope. Quarterback, O-line, D-line. Oh, but there's none available. Let me tell you something. First of all, Slater from Northwestern is grown. Go look at his game tape when he faced Chase Young. He held up. He played really well. He's played both tackle positions. There are some people who believe he could play guard and tackle. If the Lions sat there and took an O-lineman at 7, I wouldn't say a word. But here's what they could sell. Rico, what if they went the full Monty? Pitts at 7, Rondell Moore at 38 or whatever. Because now what you're doing is you're creating a ready-made situation for a rookie QB next year.
Are you though?
Weapons.
Or are you creating a ready-made situation for your brand new QB?
Hey, either way. If I've got Goff for 2 years, may as well put him in a situation to succeed where if he doesn't, then you know he's truly a bum. I'm just throwing out what they might be thinking. You and I are simpatico, Rico. I want a big person. I want to take an O-lineman or a D-lineman or a QB. Let's check the ticket text and we'll get to the people. Lion fans are now Lion fans, man, they primed their pumps for a little bit. Now they're ready. What do we got, David?
I love Pitts, and I wouldn't be mad if we took him. I can't flinch at a guy being projected the way he is. Not the regime's fault that we have taken a tight end twice in the last 7 years in the top 10.
Okay. All right. No, there's fairness in that. Go ahead.
Mike, if the Lions draft Pitts, I will start a big bonfire with all of my Lions gear, then douse myself in oil and step into flames.
No, you will not do that. My goodness.
It's the total opposite of the text before that. It says, I love it, but in warming up to the idea of trading back to take Micah Parsons, did you see what he ran today?
Yeah, sub 4.40. Yeah.
People forget about him because he didn't play this year. But Micah Parsons is nasty. But I'll say it to you again. I don't take linebackers at 7. Sorry. All due respect to Rico's former favorite player, Patrick Willis. I don't take linebackers in the top 10. It doesn't happen.
So no linebacker. So you got a choice between a linebacker and a tight end. That's not an option.
Is the linebacker an edge player who can go get the quarterback? Then I would choose that. Yeah, if
Kyle Pitts, Micah Parsons. Let's just call it.
See, I think Parsons has pass rush ability. I'd say Parsons.
So then let me give you this one. This isn't someone that likes it or dislikes it, but they want to know. Josh from Lake Orion. This sounds like a smoke screen to me. What do you think?
No, because Pitts wouldn't go past this. I truly believe we won't have this situation because I think Cincinnati will do this. I think Cincinnati will view weapons for Burrow over protection for Burrow. I personally think that's a mistake. If Cincinnati's sitting there at 5, you take Penei Sewell and you high-five in the war room. Now you got bookend tackles. But look, I don't run the Bengals. If I did, they'd have a hell of a lot better record than they've had over the last 50 years. Rick in Dearborn, 97.1. What's up, Rick? Ricky.
Yes, sir.
There you go, buddy. What's up, man? Welcome.
How are you today?
Excellent.
Well, I hate to rain on everybody's parade. Yes, I do. I do like it, but what the hell? First of all, I think that we're going to be stuck with Goff, and I have no problem with that. Goff did take someone to the Super Bowl, unlike Matt Stafford. Number 2, I think that if you have a choice between Michael Parsons and a bombshell tight end, I will take Kyle. You got 7 spots and 4 quarterbacks going, 1 offensive lineman going. That's going to leave you with either a wide receiver, a linebacker, or the tight end. I'll take the tight end.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Rick, listen, you could also sell it this way. What unit is closer to being quality, the offense or the defense? It's obviously the offense. Now, What's the most important thing that this franchise must do in the next 18 to 24 months? It is evaluate and develop a quarterback. Well, how are we going to give that the best opportunity? By supplying offensive weapons everywhere. I understand what people like you are selling. I'm not yelling and screaming about it. I have a different way of going about it. But Rico, I mean, is that crazy, the things I've suggested?
No. You know me. I'm just sitting here rooting for radio. I want that day. Well, I guess rooting for radio personally is he gets taken by the Giants. But, yeah, him getting taken by the Lions, yeah,
David, right? I mean, that's personal, though, folks.
That is
You
personal,
guys don't
yes.
care about that. That's just me.
That's
I can drive the screw into the mic every phone call. Hey, let's go to that Kyle Pitts update.
Yeah.
Sponsored to you by Gettable.
Remember that dinner I'm going to buy you in Vegas? Yeah, I'm taking that back. That's off the board now. 248-539-9797. We go right to the phones, Rico. A lot of people with a lot to say on it. At 4 o'clock, it is a topic about robbery and a potential crime committed between two people who work on this show. 4 o'clock, that's all I can tell you. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Benson's Building Supply. Few accidents are reported on your drive this afternoon, including 75 northbound after M59, 696 eastbound ramp to eastbound 94, and in Dearborn Telegraph northbound at Ford Road. For over 100 years, Benson's Building Supply has been supplying Michigan contractors. Their long-standing supplier relationships allow you to get the best possible materials on time because they deliver to your job site. Benson's Building Supply, the roofing authority, and more is currently hiring. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Coming up this weekend, Arkansas takes on Oral Roberts. Arkansas an 11-point favorite, total 159. Oral Roberts plus 375 on the money line. Now, these two teams did face off in December. Arkansas won the game. Now, maybe Arkansas blows them out. Maybe Oral keeps it close. The bet that we're interested in making would be on the total, and we like the over here. Arkansas is going to score a lot of points here against Oral Roberts defense, and then we like Oral Roberts to be able to score some points as well. Gonna have a better three-point shooting effort this time than it did in the matchup back in December. So the play for this game would be over 159 and a slight look towards Oral Roberts to maybe cover that spread as well. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers keep you up to date with what's happening in the D. This week, time to have your pets looking fresh for spring, and these local groomers can help. For more stories like these, head over to ChevyDetroit.com.
Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers have got your back and are ready to put you in the driver's seat with the Chevy Equinox. Equinox is the perfect SUV. Its eye-catching style is versatile and spacious. Its safety features surround you with security. And with available 4G LTE Wi-Fi, Chevy Equinox keeps you connected and entertained wherever you go. Hurry into your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and lease a 2021 Equinox LT front-wheel drive for just $189 a month for 24 months. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. Leases for a 2021 Equinox LT front-wheel drive for 24 months, 10,000 miles per year. For well-qualified customers with a GM lease in household. $15.29 due at lease signing after all offers, plus title, tax, and dock fees. No security deposit. Program subject to change without notice, and certain restrictions may apply. Offer ends March 31st, 2021.
Duncan Robinson, one of the NBA's most unlikely success stories, celebrates underdogs from basketball and beyond on his new podcast, The Long Shot. Hear from athletes and others who've proven naysayers wrong. Listen free on radio.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your shows.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
What's in store right now at your local Staples?
Your one-stop shop for shipping solutions.
Staples has everything your business needs to ship, like packing materials, mailers, and UPS shipping services.
And now, get 20% off UPS Express shipping services at Staples. Plus, buy two, get one free on decorative shipping supplies.
Staples can even help you customize your shipping materials to create a memorable unboxing experience for customers.
Staples, your total shipping solution.
In-store only, ends 4/3/21. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Last night's sleep
Interrupted by pain? Tonight, silence it. With new ZQL Night Pain. Restful sleep, now with powerful pain relief. ZQL Night Pain combines America's #1 sleep aid with a maximum strength pain reliever. So you can fall asleep fast and wake feeling rested, because pain should never get in the way of a great night's sleep. New ZQL Night Pain. Silence pain. Sleep soundly. Available at retailers near you.
Looking around your law firm, it's hard not to be proud of what you've created. A respected brand with 20 associates who give their all every day. You have what it takes to go big. Everything except a plan. How will you expand your footprint or increase revenue? Lexicon makes it possible. Lexicon is a legal services and technology provider with over a decade of experience helping law firms scale and grow while maximizing billable hours and maintaining client satisfaction. Call 855-4-LEXICON or visit lexiconservices.com/grow to learn more.
This hour of the Valenti Show with Rico is brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. This hour's ticket signing bonus keyword is DREAM. Text DREAM to 72881 for your chance at $1,000.
All right, to the people, Dave Burkett, the latest mock draft. He did a nice job with Doug and Scott today. Radio.com rewind if you want to hear that. But Kyle Pitts at 7. Head coach has already talked about prioritizing big skill, big people with skill. Former tight end, covets the position. Kyle Pitts is, again, stop me if you've heard this before. It's the same stuff they said about Hawkinson. Best tight end prospect in a decade. Rob Gronkowski. Best skill is run blocking, and he's an outstanding receiver. So what does that tell you? We did all this. And I got news for you. Hawkinson is okay. He's fine.
He's an all-pro. You will not sell that man short.
He's not an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowler. Those are two different
I'm sorry. Pro Bowler. You're correct.
Second of all, it happened to be the worst year for tight ends in the NFC since I was a kid. So I just don't want to hear it. He does nothing that's spectacular. Nice player on a garbage team. Is he going to live up to being the number 8 pick in the draft? No way. You're not Kittle. You're not Kelsey. You're not worth the number 8 pick. Goodbye. But we're doing it again with Pitts. 4.46. Not really a tight end. He's a wideout sort of, but he's bigger and faster and better. Best tight end prospect in a couple of years. It's the same thing. So, straight up.
But 10 years went fast since Hawkinson got in the league.
But you know how it works, man. You know the drill. Let's go to Sean, West Bloomfield. What's up, Sean?
Hey, guys. So, first and foremost, I'm with you 100%. If I'm the GM, I'm taking a large increase no matter what, right? So, however, but go with this premise. There's this elite 6 that's going to be gone, right? And then the Lions just got to get an elite guy, right? No way it's no way. I mean, I'm with Rico. Hawkinson's very good, right? At a minimum, right? So the guy I'm taking is Jalen Waddle, no question. Elite speed, great hands, a threat to take it to the house every time he catches the ball. That's what we need to pair up and put on the field with a Hawkinson, is a guy like that, and we haven't had that threat in some time. That's one thing.
But here's the problem. Sean, like an example. Kenny Golladay is a really good wide receiver, right? I don't think he's one of the top 5 to 7, but he's in that next grouping. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay, so you got him in the 3rd round. Look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Antonio Brown wasn't a first-round pick. Juju Smith-Schuster wasn't a first-round pick. Deontay Johnson's not a first-round pick. Chase Claypool's not a first-round pick. Sean, I think you can get wide receivers everywhere. I don't know that taking a wide out at 7 is really any better than taking Pitts there. No?
I'm with you on that completely. As I said up front, I take a big one, right? But what I'm saying is, if we're going this premise, is Waddle over Pitts all day. Waddle's sub-4-3 speed. Waddle
it's
catch the ball and go to the end zone every single time. In fact, I'd go so far as to say, had Waddle been healthy this year, Smith wouldn't have won the Heisman. He would have been overshadowed. That's how good
listen, and that's something the average... No, Sean, I think you bring up something really smart right there. Everybody assumes that because Devontae Smith is always scoring these touchdowns or is open by 10 yards, that he's the fastest Bama receiver. It's not even close. He's running a 4.5. Waddle's running Tyreek Hill.
And that's the truth. Now, again, it doesn't mean that Smith doesn't go on to have a better career or Smith isn't the more complete receiver. But, look, hits, wide out, it's all the same. You're taking luxury items at 7. And the last I checked, you don't have some great ground game. You don't have what anyone deems to be a great offensive line. Now, listen, Decker, Jonah Jackson, Ragnow, those are 3 really good linemen. I get that. But I know it's not sexy. I'd much rather just draft a lineman at 7 and move on. And I know that sounds insane to you because I can't show you sick Rashawn Slater highlights. But, you know, Rico, you know what I'm selling. There's nothing sexier than handing the ball off and it's 2nd and 5. And then you do it again and it's 3rd and inches. Like, that's sexy. That's how you win.
Right, you control the line of scrimmage, you win the game. I would normally say take the defensive edge rusher. There isn't a top 10 defensive edge rusher. I mean, unless you fall in love with a Gregory Rousseau or somebody like that, who I do think had he played this year, we will be talking about that. And honestly, if they went off the books and they took him at 7, I'm not going to sit here and get angry.
Well, there's still time. The build up to the draft, I've been surprised that a player who had 15.5 sacks as a sophomore rather, opted out of this season, 6'7", 265. I am very surprised he has not been more well thought of.
Yeah, but it's out of sight, out of mind. I mean, Micah Parsons will now get back up in there because he just had that great pro day. We got to see what happens because the pro day is when you get back on the map. You don't want to peak too soon. I mean, I look at, Zach Wilson. I do think that his stock's going to fall just a little bit. And it really comes down to if the Jets are going to take him. But as for Detroit, you better hope that Cincinnati is dumb enough. And since, let's face it, Cincinnati drafts in the top 10 all the time, and they're dumb enough to do this, that they just go ahead and take Kyle Pitts off your hands, and we don't even have to worry about this one.
Sounds good to me. Go to Sean, Dearborn, 97.1. What's up, Sean?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good, man. How are you? What's on your mind, man?
Well, hey, guys, listen. The morning after the draft, I'm going to puke up my eggs if they draft Kyle Pitts. I've been sold this bill of goods since they drafted Stafford. If I remember correctly, let me just throw out a few names. We're going to give Stafford weapons. We go get Mikel LeSure. We go draft Javid Best. We sign Reggie Bush. We go get Ryan Broyles. We draft tight end after tight end after tight end. Oh, and who's the kid out of Boise State that they drafted to play opposite Calvin who had all the mental
Titus Young.
Titus Young, thank you. Mm-hmm. We're going to get guys so we can show you that we made the right decision with Stafford. And yet here we were 9 years later trading away the